Okay, I'm interviewing James here. He is the CEO of the airport, and I want to interview him. A lot of people have asked if I could get this interview, so here we are. So James, start out from the beginning. What's your position?
Well, I'm the president of the airport. Here's what you're going to start doing to the airport. That we have 3 new services this year to Detroit. Actually 4. To Bozeman, Montana, and La Crosse, and Sacramento, and also Honolulu, Hawaii will be coming to Detroit Metro Airport. Another we're talking about getting Tucson and other countries, so that way we can get back to Detroit better society. Some services we got end to Flint. To Minneapolis, St. Paul will be ended because due to an increase of not doing very good. We're trying to get Minneapolis in, but we didn't do the qualified job for Minneapolis, but we're doing good. And also, hopefully we can bring some good services. Hopefully, my address to this Michigan thing, that Traverse City will host Charlotte. Will be hosting Charlotte, North Carolina. Will be great service provided to the state of North Carolina. So that way people can travel to South Carolina or West Virginia. It'll be easier for Traverse City, but this is going to be good for Traverse. Hopefully that will be solved for that issue. Detroit's doing good. We're needing to build some more parks and destinations. I hope you guys will continue. Another thing to talk about. We're hoping to add some more services to Grand Rapids. I want just to make sure that Traverse City is doing good and Grand Rapids, Detroit, and Flint doing good. So just have your friends and family come for the spikes, everything else. Thank you for everything. Hope you guys doing well, and hope you guys having great times. So I know that Michigan lost to Ohio State. We know that. That's in fact, but that's okay because we Michigan football team's doing much better compared to last year. Michigan's record is 10-2. They lost to Notre Dame and Ohio State, but we're not doing being Ohio State that often anymore. That's now it's going to be very interesting to see all Michigan people and everything else. So we're going to earn more international routes, new services next year. I hope so, and everything else. And also I want to tell you that Detroit Pistons doing pretty good with bringing some of the home games this year. We're hoping to get surprised in that. You have any questions or concerns about new destinations or anything else? You can just anything you want to do. Also, mind to address at the airports that we're recently on ran 2010, so we can get this back to going. And we're talking about Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer will be the new governor of Michigan. We hope that we talk about making Michigan great again, like the good old days since Jennifer Granholm, but days again. So Detroit's doing much better, but when Gretchen Whitmer takes over office, Detroit's going to do a lot more better. So I want to tell you guys that I deeply blessed that we got all the Democrats into the Senate seats. It's going to be pretty great personnel with airports. We're going to make everything. We're going to make everything really good contrast to the airports. I hope that we can do that and we can get ourselves reelected in 2024 and 2022 elections. Now, 2020 election, we have to figure out a way to get Gary Peters get reelected 2020. We need to figure out a way how to get President Trump to lose his election in 2020.
Yeah, could you talk about President Trump a little bit?
President Trump, I'll tell you guys that he destroyed our country. He did horrible things, horrible name calling, and also he's not showing the country we need to our life right now. And also, President Trump did major damage to our major country, United States of America. Okay, people, Republicans pick mean candidates, and that's really just unqualified. To the people of the United States, Republicans should be shameful of picking mean people. Reason being that Bill Shuey lost to Gretchen Whitmer because so many negative things. And Michigan realized that we so sick tired of mean candidates are Republican system. They're arrogant, Republicans don't care. Democrats, they care about different cultures. The reason why I'm Democrat, because we need to have people treat each other equally with different cultures and treat people are poor. We still need to treat and respect. Republicans don't do that. This is the reason being that President Trump is our president because he thinks to himself. He's all about himself and not no one. I think what we need to do is have President Trump in 2020 and get a huge Democrat candidate like Joe Biden or whatever to get us happier again. I hope you guys understand that we have a candidate who treats us most respect and identity. And also, President Trump did major damage. And also, President Trump did very harsh things, saying he affects healthcare very muchly. He affects so much things to us healthcare. He makes us divided, and as our country should never have this. Reason being that I'm here for president because we need to stop doing this stuff, and Trump got elected because he thinks to himself. And reason being he won Florida and Ohio and North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, including the states of Arizona. So many states he won because he cheated, and he won Wisconsin because he is so attached to Paul Ryan, and he's so attachable with so many. He had got a lot of enemies and a lot of lawsuits. I think the great person being Democrat candidate is 2020s. I think 16 people can do it. Cory Booker, Joe Biden, and Elizabeth Warren can take it, or maybe rematch of Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. Those would be great candidates for those people who could beat President Trump. But I want to tell you guys, President Trump saying nasty comments to LeBron James. He's saying nasty comment to calling people horsey face. That's really childish behavior. I think that he should be shameful to himself. That's reason being that Trump is not good. I'm sorry. You people think he's good? Well, comes when his ended his first term, you guys will be shame and sorry of your health care, everything else. Make sure, people, if you guys have health insurance or anything else, you guys need to be careful on your health insurance, and also be careful on your be careful what you wish for voting for Trump, because he's going to destroy his country. And also today, what Trump is saying is he not helping our country out. He helps Mosiah, Liberia more, and Russia more. And he's lying about making America great again. Mostly he helping those two countries out now. He's not helping United States America. He's not doing his job here. I hope that people understand that 2020 comes, that we need to have Democratic candidates for 2020 election and 2024 election. And Republicans think you're going to win all the time. I tell you right now, it will not ever happen all through 2026. Republicans think you're going to win 2026. It will not happen. People think Trump's going to run, Trump family's going to run all 2026. It is not happening to our country. It's not happening to our democracy. And this reason being that, I'm the third president of the United States because of all these reasons. And the border thing, United States and Mexico, people not going to Mexico anymore have borders. That's not good. And borders will not get us to Mexico.
What do you think about illegal Mexicans coming over here?
I think it'll be, because we need growing population, I hope that we need to make the grow. And also, illegal immigrating Mexicans, either way, you or this is the reason we have Democrat, because we need to have more people come here so people can see the scenery of this country is here. And President Trump is making this hard for people. And he makes it so hard for people that we cannot come to our country and reason being that I'm president of airports, people, because the reason being that all these, because Trump is making it effective to our people, affecting everything else. Since the former president, Philip Anderson, says that we need to do is treat everyone equally and respect. And now, this country nowadays is not showing any respect because, vote who's the meanest candidate, and they look at who is the most. And Trump is getting so many lawsuits of his presidency, and now Trump's making almost 6,000 false claims to his presidency, and Trump saying now we should support more Siberia, more China. That's unacceptable. China help us more compared to Siberia. Siberia is our dangerous countries, not our friends. Trump's trying to make friends with enemies we never had before. That's what he's doing to our country. Trump's about making this country that we have to have this more evil and trying to get rid of China so that way we don't have any stuff anymore.
Yeah, now, could we get back to Michigan here for a second? You know that your candidate for governor,
Yes, Gretchen Whitmer.
she was behind making marijuana legal.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that got voted in, right?
Yes, I know that has got voted in.
And I want your opinion on that. What's your take on that?
My take on that for legalized marijuana, for both this thing, here's the reason being that we have to accept it because Colorado, California, I'm going to say I'm not going to do that stuff, but reason being that we have to vote yes on it because for the revenue here, and also very good for the revenue and taxes, and also reason being that we need to have more changeable like California, Colorado direction in Michigan, because these two states always stick blue since Barack Obama got into presidency of the United States, because that we need to care about our country and get our tax revenues up. Republicans make our system like we have to make our budgets super small that we cannot, like we want awful rich to don't help the poor. And reason being that's legalizing, it's going for our revenue to go up. I'm not saying like people should do it, but
Okay.
I'm not doing
Alright.
this, but I'm saying that
Okay.
people, we should focus on California, Colorado route, and
Okay.
that's what we should be as a
Now,
country.
now I wanted to ask you about this too, because this is, Bill Schuette was against gay marriage,
Hmm.
and Whitmer was for it. Gay marriage is legal now. What's your take on gay marriage?
Gay marriage, okay. Bill Schuette and Donald Trump, they don't support gay marriage. That's very affecting to our country. That's very disgraceful and shameful because uh, it's very shameful of Trump not supporting gay marriage, and also reason being Democrats are more supportive compared to Republicans because we support different cultures and people are gay. Reason being that we should never be being to gay people. It's very wrong. It's disrespectful. Bill Schuette is Donald Trump are crooks because they don't care about our country. All they want to do is attacking people and smearing people. That's not a country we don't need.
Okay, okay. Now, I wanted to ask you this, regarding the airline, you've heard of these emotional support pets, haven't you? Where,
Hmm.
somebody could have PSD from the war and they need their pet with them. You familiar with this?
Yes.
What are you allowed to bring on the airplanes of the airline that you run?
My running is that
What,
we bring you can bring your food, we can bring snacks.
but how about your pet? What can you bring on the airplane with regard to the pets you have? Can you
The
bring a can you bring a dog?
pets we can bring that you can bring a cat with you, a dog like doesn't matter like if you're flying we can accept dogs on the planes.
But do
Um,
they get to ride on your lap in the passenger cabin?
the passenger cab they can they can do either ways. It doesn't matter, but we can do that to Pride at. And also, we're going to make sure, and we got new planes coming. We're A20, and
Hmm.
also Airbus A350s coming. And we're also working on Boeing 797s,
Hmm.
so we can make this more affordable to
Now,
people.
now, do you hire on your airlines when it comes to flight attendants? Do you discriminate at all?
I pretty easy going with my staff members, so we just make sure that we do any trouble that I have to get them a write up
Hmm.
if they don't do their job. Um, but they'll
It's open applications. Anybody can apply, right?
yeah, people can apply anything else. Um, they have so many availables. Um, we're trying to add some new destinations in this Michigan. Here's the reason being that I want to bring this up to about President Trump's idea that President Trump's bringing that we should never go to any different countries, blah blah blah. Um, here's the reason being that President Trump is not letting us go to different countries, and also he's not letting us go to Mexico. He doesn't let us go to anywhere countries like our friends for many years. That's okay with me, and also that we should support um, different countries, like including China, because they bring their stuff here, and Trump doesn't support it. Trump just thinks everything has to be made here. Everything that's had to be made here. Taiwan can be made here. Mexico can be made here. China can be made here. Every country can be made from here. Trump's making our country more divided, more more dishonest, more not modest at all.
So you think he's a crook?
Yes, he's a really crook.
Do you think he fools around on his wife?
He is being very he's fools around with everyone. Um, reason being that Trump is like being such a big mouth because he thinks to himself. His supporters are supporting him because the only way of the comedy, but But I think with the whole economy thing, also I think Trump will never get much support. He'll get like 600,000 votes in the presidency. He'll get most of them because of Trump's lack of unpleasant, unprofessional. Trump is very a crook, and I think 2020 he should never be reelected. Um,
Now, how long have you been a Democrat?
Me, I've been a Democrat for this is my 5th year, and actually, no, I think about since all my life. Yes, all my life
Yeah.
I've been Democrat.
Now, is there anything you'd like to say to the people out here that are going to watch this video?
West Branch, I want to tell you, the 2020 election results I'm seeing with Tim Scheiberger lost with Deer Renton, it was very disgraceful. I want to tell you, counties who voted against him, that we should have a better person than Deer Renton, because we need a different person, because we got Bruce Renton and Deer Renton. That's unacceptable. Those two, and we got something. We got to change the county to flip this blue thing in 2020. I'm seeing so many counties that are still in the red column under Rick Steiner in the 2014 election. By 2022 election, we need to make sure that we get blue wave and like an overwhelming blue wave. I better see real counties get blue waves.
What's your opinion on the Flint water crisis?
Flint water crisis is caused by current Governor Rick Steiner until February 1st, until Governor-elect Whitmer is coming. Rick Steiner really causes the problem. People think it's not Rick Steiner's problem. It really is, because he didn't help out. He didn't say, "Oh, can you help me out?" Bill Schuette, only thing he did do nothing to Michigan since 14 years, but Bill Schuette. And Rick Steiner is governor for 8 years. He did nothing for us. All he just does, making Northern Michigan better, making that side better, not making the downstate better. And when Rich Rimmer gets in, downstate will be great again. And in Northern Michigan will be great, going to build even more, and this will be going to do so much better too. This reason being that Rick Steiner should be shameful of what he done, and he also should be shameful of his governing campaign in Michigan, and because of his lack of lazy work, he is full of baloney, and he's full of nonsense, and he says today that we're going to fix the roads, blah blah blah. That's, he never fixed the roads for us. And we have so many potholes everywhere in Michigan that Rick Steiner didn't do anything about it. So now Gretchen Whitmer is saying we'll fix the darn roads, because we need to fix the darn roads so we can get this solved. And reason being that most people supported her over Schuette because of this incident of doing that thing.
Okay. Now, do you have anything, any suggestions for how people should start the new year, 2019?
2019, I would suggest people that for the everything we just do with our airports are doing great right now. We're doing new destinations. We're working on Tucson, Arizona, Oakland, California. We're working on more, and also we're working on a lot new destinations, including we're working on getting Tucson, we're working on getting Albuquerque, Boise, Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah, but all this stuff, and we're working on getting some new services or the east side, like including like we're trying to work on getting like, for example, Western Boston, that'll be next year. Also 2019 is very I hope 2019 be a great year, but 2018 is good year. But only thing that we need to do is get work at Michigan, getting back to the
Okay.
getting
They
millions of
get,
people.
they get
again.
about 30 more seconds because I'm running out of space.
Mhm.
So sum it up. 30 seconds you got to talk. Anything else?
Okay, Michigan, we have a great year making so much historic things coming, new things coming up, new destinations we accomplished. Also, that President Trump is not a good president. He is rude to people, and also a very dishonest person. And also, Governor-elect Whitmer will do everything for us. People are worried about Rick Snyder getting out of office. Gretchen Whitmer will be a better governor compared to Rick Snyder ever. Gretchen Whitmer will be best governor in the state of Michigan.
All right. Well, thank you for the interview.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.